Hey, you. Come in closer. Yeah, you. A little closer. Turn up your volume a little bit more. I want to tell you something. I created this world to feel some control. Destroy it if I want. So I'll sing. Did you hear that?
What the heck was that?
Did you hear the leak? The air that leaked out of the balloon? Did you hear the leak? The air that leaked out of the balloon? Did you hear the leak? Did you hear the leak? I didn't hear the leak.
I didn't hear the leak.
You guys leak listeners?
I didn't hear any leak.
Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our live stream. We're 21 Pilots. We're debuting our record that came out just now. It's called Clancy. There's 13 songs on it. We have a music video for every song. And we are premiering each music video here tonight. There's two other people here with me today. To my right, we have Josh Dunn. Josh, tell us about yourself.
Hello, I'm Josh.
Also... we have Mark Eshelman of Real Bear Media. He's been our creative director since day one. Mark, introduce yourself.
Sorry.
Mark?
We've been working on videos for a long time. My name is Mark. I've been working with these guys since, 2011?
Oh, yeah.
And
listen, it's late. We're in our jammies.
I brought my sleeping bag.
Let's just get into it. The next song on the record after Backslide is Midwest Indigo. Fun fact, that ice actually was cracking and breaking as we were filming that. Mark, yeah. I know that you were out there with the camera and a bunch of gear and kind of pissing yourself a little bit.
Well, the thing that would happen is that we would need to discuss the next shot.
I love what you're wearing, dude.
And so, me and my producer Nathan and some people, we'd get together and be like, well, I think for the next shot, and all of a sudden we're
yeah, and then Mark would say, get away from me.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
I guess in a sense it was a song to Ohio and where we grew up and the Midwest specifically, and that feeling of driving to school and barely being able to see out the window. This is one of the songs I'm very excited to play this one live. The idea, which I haven't told you, is actually if we can get you a mic live and you sing the part that what I call the pre-chorus. Did you pull up yet?
Oh, I like that.
Do you think?
Let's pack this baby up.
Give
and
us
take it on tour.
Can you give us a little taste? Do you know the song? Do you know any words?
I know the drum.
We'll work on it. Don't worry about it.
Did you pull up yet?
I love it.
When we were shooting that part where he had to say "not yet" into the phone, he kept on asking me what's the line again?
Yeah.
I don't know the lyric.
Can you hear Josh chewing, or is that just me?
I was hoping that everyone could hear it, but if it's only you, then I'll.
Can you stop doing that?
You don't want any corn?
It gets in my teeth.
All right.
I don't know. You like popcorn? Yeah, this is going to be a really long stream if we do this.
That's true.
We have a lot more videos to get to.
Yeah.
The next one is Routines in the Night. Routines probably wouldn't have been on the record if it weren't for Josh.
Oh, dude, I love that song.
That's what you had to keep telling me for me to want to put it on the record.
Yeah, I think it deserves a spot on the record, and I think the music video is cool. How many times do we move the drums?
I see people talking about how it's this guy just drums in all the weirdest places. What do you want videos to be?
Somehow it feels like this is a morning show. Look how
we're in our
energetic
jammies.
we are.
Are you guys in your jammies? What do you sleep in? In not a creepy like a cool, like an uncle way to ask
This.
it.
I'm enjoying these, man. This is better than going to like a Marvel movie on premiere night.
Anyway, all right, let's go to the next one. This song is called Vignette. One of my favorite songs on the record. There's a few interpretations of it. I think for me, it makes the most sense when I look at it from perspective of addiction and what that can feel like at times, a certain type of season of that. And that's why this song is very special to me.
I got a question real quick.
Yeah.
What was on the red piece of paper?
Oh, it was his face. It was Josh's face.
How the heck did you do that? You just from a diagram?
Yeah, I mean, they're all those, they're all online. you can pull a
How-tos.
How to draw someone's face. You know, these schematics for ponds with fresh snow on them are all. You just have to shuffle around
And honestly, Tyler, every once in a while is just like, I feel like I'm getting old and I can't like jump as much anymore. But jumping from the nose to the mouth like that had to have been like 4 feet.
Not a single streak.
You're
just
right.
a perfect hop.
Don't pause on that last frame and try to find the blemish. My boy looks pretty.
Pristine.
Ohio doesn't have the best internet.
But it's got the best music videos.
You're not supposed to laugh at your own jokes like that, man. That would have been fire if you just sat back and ate a Lunchable. Next song is called The Craving. It's Jenna's version. I actually probably shouldn't watch this because I might tear up. So I'm going to look away. I'm going to help you with those cookies.
All right, let's make the cookies.
The Craving, Jenna's version.
Oh my gosh.
You
know what? That was actually the first time I've ever seen that video.
I know, I figured. I didn't really throw it over to you for approval. Wow.
Can I get some director credit on that? I think I shot most of those videos.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Those came from my phone.
It was cool to go back in our phones and just pull old videos. A lot of crazy. I don't know. I think a part of me was thinking, man, I wouldn't want to do that again. All those little shows that we played. And I think it's because I don't know why we thought it would work. I think now, looking back, realizing how crazy it is that we're here in this position. And just the chances of it. Anyway. Yeah, there's 2 versions of that song. There's 2 music videos for it. There's the single version and then the album version, which is called Jenna version. I wrote the song on the uke. Actually, I wrote a lot of the songs on the uke for this record, even though they didn't end up on the uke. And that's why The Craving, this Jenna version, it's the version that I showed her. I wrote it at the kitchen table. It's kind of the way that I wanted it to be preserved on the record. There is a single version that's floating around out there that we're just as proud of, but it just didn't feel right on the record to me. So that's why there's 2 versions. Ukulele. So this is, I don't know. I just want to give you an update on learning instruments. It's a ukulele, but this is called a baritone ukulele. So it's actually larger, and it sounds way more full. It begs to be plucked.
Same.
No, but I wanted to show you. This is my old uke. This is called a alto, I think.
It's just called a normal
soprano,
ukulele.
maybe. But yeah, this is the difference. So on tour now, I'm going to be playing what is called a baritone ukulele. And if you're able to afford one, I will say it's my favorite instrument of all time, and I love it very much. This is the next song. It's called.
I want you to play something
Why
in
am I
this
holding 2
configuration.
Man, this guy loves ukuleles.
Take one away.
a double neck ukulele.
I've never held 2 ukuleles at the same time in my life. Is that what you feel like?
Pretty much. Yeah, I've got a baritone stick and an alto stick.
Hey,
Thank you,
how do you
guys.
say pajamas in Portuguese? You want to take a stab?
How do you say pajamas in Portuguese?
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Pajamas is.
Pajama.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That's the origin of the word.
Oh, is it?
No.
Yeah, it started and they
It's a
started.
common last name down there.
Yeah.
Bob Pajamas, how you doing?
Bob Pajamas, nice to meet
He
you.
invented them.
Oh, go.
And then now we just wear them, and it's just tradition.
All right, this next song is called Lavish. It's whatever. Deal with it. Louder for the people in the back. In it? I think this might be my favorite music video. It might be.
This one was very fun to shoot.
I want to mention our crew on these music videos. I mean, we worked crazy hours. Actually, Mark, do you have that? I did kind of create the treatment for this.
I pulled that up right here, and it's pretty crazy. Let's see if we can do a picture-in-picture with our
so I spent a lot of time Google image, like map street view signs to find all these signs, and this is actually my document. If you scroll through like almost every lyric on that song. What's funny is we could find ceiling, but we couldn't find the title of the song, Lavish. There's no stores that, come on. And so we found a few that got close.
Fun fact, Lavish, shout out, is my electrician's brother's restaurant. So
gosh,
if you want to check out some good,
is that so they don't sue us for putting their storefront in a music video without asking?
Mostly.
Yeah. So if next week you see a bunch of blurred out signs, why does Lavish exist on this record? I think it's because we want to make sure that we're never cornered in a type of sound, and I think that when we lay out a song like Lavish on, smack dab in the middle of the record, it gives us an opportunity to spring off of that to other things in the future. I think that's why it's important to be on the record. And maybe that doesn't.
Well, remember we were
make
also
sense.
like, what could we write a song where we could wear suits and ride in a limo?
That's also why it's on the record. That makes sense.
That exists for that.
Yeah, this next song is Navigating. It is song number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It feels like a 9. You guys listen to records like that? I know when CDs were a thing, there were some, my favorite albums, it felt like the track number, there was like, that's a 10 song.
Yeah.
This song feels like a 9.
It does. In a good way.
Josh?
I'm just kidding.
Dude.
Wow.
We put so much time and energy into this story. I don't think I imagined telling it with pajamas on. But maybe it's like a nighttime story.
You tell Tommy this story every night?
Yeah. That's why he doesn't sleep. Yeah, I will say that, we could talk about the torchbearer, and he also has an ability that we call his ability to guide. And so that's why there is kind of like a triangular existence of him. But I will say, to clear it up, the Bandito torchbearer is the real one.
He's kind of the most handsome one too, I think.
The
Bandito.
The worst part is when I schedule to get lunch at Chipotle with one of the Joshes,
you don't know which one you're gonna get.
and I pull up, and I'm just like, where is he?
Well, it's because the Bandito torchbearer, he always gets a burrito, and when you invite him to go to Chipotle, you're thinking you're gonna, get some carbs in. But then Voltsoy torchbearer shows up, and he gets a bowl.
And you're like, you order second, which thank goodness, because if I ordered a burrito before someone ordered a salad, I just would not feel good.
Navigating is another song that absolutely would not be on this record if it weren't for Josh.
Did I convince you?
Yeah, I mean, I've told you that.
Yeah, I guess. It's just
I can't
so
say
good.
that this is my favorite without saying this is my least. And I'm sorry, but I think Navigating is my least favorite song on the record. Dang. That's not. You're
It's
not
not
supposed
bad.
to. You're not supposed to do that.
That's not bad.
No, you're not. I'm not like a live stream. It's late at night. They're all excited, and I'm just talking about my least favorite song on the record.
It's relative. I mean,
Well, someone's got to take the last spot.
Exactly.
Um,
And I gotta say, it's Lavish. I'm kidding.
everyone just takes turns, Anyway.
Yeah, Midwest Indigo sucks.
It's garbage.
And it sounds like we're not going to play Navigating live.
Debbie was such a huge help on these videos, and it you would never know it. It doesn't show. It's not front facing, but such a valuable asset for us to have on these videos, and she brought a level of, I don't know, it was great. So I just wanted to publicly say that as well.
Nice.
But Debbie Ryan Dunn?
Debbie Dunn.
Is it Dunn?
That's what I call her.
Have you guys?
And I only call her by her full name.
Yeah. These videos, they took anywhere between like 6 and 9 hours of editing each one. And that was after Mark did all of the organizing and getting the clips lined up and some housekeeping before we even dove into the edits. And so it is pretty awesome to finally get all of these out all at once. And it was a lot of hard work. And Mark did great, other than right now when he's not able to play the next video when I'm asking him to, and it's getting really late.
Everything's been good until now.
Next semester, I play the bass guitar live, but I actually wrote next semester on the ukulele. Go ahead. Do you know the lyric at all?
Graduate now.
Jeez. I remember.
Let me try to restart.
I remember certain things. What I was wearing, yellow dashes in the street. I prayed those lights would take me home. Then I heard I can't get out of the road. Change what you've done. Start fresh next semester. All right, we're ready for the next music video. This is actually the first music video we shot out of all of them. Snapback. Yeah, you'll know because I had long hair in it. I don't know. I feel like that's the song that I feel like I'm going to be the most defensive about. It's one of my favorite songs on the record. It's probably going to get lost in the rigmarole. But for me, the inside of an empty garage like that was a perfect kind of setting for what the song was trying to say. Actually,
Least favorite.
Least favorite.
I'm joking.
You don't have to say that.
I know, but
Are
it
you
was a
drinking
joke.
Mountain Dew with a straw?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I'd be in bed right now otherwise.
I will say, so Snapback, there was a moment when Mark and I were shooting in there. It was just me, Mark, and Lindsay for a little bit. Some of it was just me and you, Mark, in a garage. And the garage was open, and we have neighbors across the street, and we're just like, they've got to be thinking, what is going on right now? But there was a moment where I was telling Mark about like some of it's called an insert shot or a B-roll when you cut in close to like some detail. And I was talking about, no, I want to get this insert of, this cord or the way that the spider web hangs here. And he's like, do you want to try it? Mark and I get in an argument at least once a video shoot. Do you want to try it? And I was like, yeah. And I took the camera from him and I realized like holding this camera, trying to focus, trying to get the right shot, I was completely out of my depth. All the more to celebrate Mark and his ability to shoot these videos, edit these videos, color these videos, release these videos. We got a little bit of a bonus for you. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah. Is this open in front of everybody?
Yeah, you should open it.
Yeah. Okay.
We took a personal pay cut for you to get this, Mark. But hope you enjoy it.
Oh, okay. We talked about this earlier. Pretty easy choice.
Mark's a cat guy. I don't know if you can tell from his hat.
Oh, Best Buy gift card.
No idea how much is on it.
And this, let me read the card first. Put your happy face on. It's birthday crossed out. Music video time. Thanks for all of your hard work, Josh and Tyler. And this is to Mark from 21 Pilots Inc. It's a Sonic gift card. So Best Buy.
Well, how much is on that puppy?
Let's look here. Is surely this isn't the amount.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a couple digits less than I thought, but Sonic inflation, you can still get a pretty good slushy for $5.
He said
Best-
He said $5. That's how much it
$5.
was. We were
It's
waiting.
a $5 gift card to Mark.
Let's see if I can get that in focus. There you go.
It's just $5.
I will. I mean,
I don't know
truly,
what the Best Buy is.
I
though.
truly don't know. It's a mystery. I found it.
Yeah, the Best
I found it
Buy
in my
one.
drawer.
Let's get to the 11th song on the record. The song's called Oldies Station. When I first came up with that concept, I think it's because I see everyone talking about how, man, this band puts this drummer just through the craziest things all the time. And I'm sorry, I just want to publicly apologize for all of the crazy things that you've ever done. in
Tyler's
music.
making me eat all this food tonight too.
What another crazy thing he put you through.
No, I brought.
But
it
I
all,
will say
hoping
that
you-
when I was like, yeah, we're gonna pull, you're not gonna know, the PVC pipe's gonna come across the frame, and you're not gonna know what it is, and then we'll slowly reveal this DIY rig that we make. And there were some people telling me it's not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to pull, plywood over top of. I was like, well, Josh will figure it out. He'll figure out how to get the PVC pipe cycled in enough for us to move. And I was right. It did work, except my original idea was Mark and I argued day of shoot whether or not he should be standing on the wood behind the camera as we pull it. That absolutely would not have worked.
that was one of the hardest things I've ever done for the
Really?
record. Like, yeah, I've run half marathons and played 2-hour shows on the, and after each take of that, and we probably did like 5 or 6, I was like completely out of breath. Like, I don't know what it was of picking up the pipe and then moving it
It's
over
a different
to the
set of muscles when you're moving pipe.
Also, well, that's also, but did you see how smooth those shots were though?
That's right.
I mean, we got it, and that's all that matters.
That's right. I felt like you guys were owed. You guys deserve to know how I'm doing. And maybe how I got here through my journey. And I just want to say thank you guys. And I was thinking of you when I wrote this. This next song is called At the Risk of Feeling Dumb. That's one of my favorite videos, actually.
Yeah.
I know I keep saying, did I say that already? I didn't say that, right?
No.
Yeah, as I was writing that one, I called it Progression of Height. That was the title. I don't know, if you're out there wanting to make music videos, I always find it helpful to actually title the name of your treatment that you're writing. Kind of keeps you grounded while you're developing the shot list. That song had 54 versions.
Jeez, yeah.
And I put them through every single one of them.
It ended up perfect.
It did. One more song here is Paladin Straight. Like I said earlier in the stream, we have a music video for it ready to go. We're not going to show it tonight. We're going to show it pretty soon. When you hear the end of Paladin, you tell me. You tell me. Does it sound like the end?